All right. Here we go. Put myself up here. I want to be up top there. Music check, mic check. I have no idea if any of this is working. I wonder if I can listen to it on my phone. I tried doing this before, I think. And that was terrible. Whoa, no. I don't want to hear that, dude. Come on. Alright, sounds like I got a mic check. And music check. Cool. So here's the deal. I'm going to be recording this for posterity so people can watch it later. I never expected many people to show up at my streams because I'm not terribly popular, which is fine. I'm not doing this for the popularity. I'm doing this because I want to make an animated series. I want to make an animated series, and I've gotten a lot of my friends old friends from long ago to kind of hop on and help out. So it's just getting better faster. So this animated series, what I want to do is like get into philosophy and get into just the state of the world and other ideas like that, you know, social interactions, all that kind of cool stuff, and I want to do it in a fun way. So it's nearly done, and I'm going to release it this weekend, this Saturday, hopefully. But I'm at that point now where I'm just doing little polish things, and so I haven't been like making videos, tutorials and things for a while because I've been heads down making this, and I've decided to make like Media Resonate is going to be like an incubation bed for different ideas, and this was the first big one, and then I'm probably going to split it off depending on, you know, how it's received out in the world into its own channel and stuff like that. But at any rate, I want to continue making tutorials on these processes here on the Media Resonate YouTube channel. I started off that way doing like the pencil 2D stuff because I wanted to make some hand-drawn animations, and then I found Adobe Character Animator and kind of got carried away with that. So I'm gonna go back and just do tutorials. Really what I want to do is show you the whole process that I just went through to make like 2 minutes of animation, and I haven't been doing that as I go because I don't want to spoil like the end product, you know, for the handful of you that watch. So I am going to start after the teaser is released. I have been recording things, and I'm going to start editing things and putting those out as tutorials on After Effects and Photoshop and Illustrator, and these are all things I've just learned for the most part while making this. I had to teach myself, or at least refresh myself. I did some stuff in Autodesk Maya, which is really my specialty, and I'll probably pop up some tutorials on that stuff as well, and even just like how we develop the story and the worlds and all that stuff. So if you want to make your own animated shorts, then hopefully something I'll talk about on Media Resonate will help. At any rate, that leads me to this live stream because I'm doing, yeah, pardon me, I got like allergies or something. I'm having trouble catching breath. This live stream where I figure I can show little bits of this to you without ruining too much. And one of the polish items I need for this video is just some fake advertisements, and I've been popping up a few here and there for people to look at, but I need more because the theme is kind of like this onslaught of advertising, And so I reached out on Twitter kind of late, and you know, got somebody, at least one person, to let me actually check that again real quick just to make sure I'm not going to miss anybody. That would suck. I'll get my stuff together one of these days, man. But I'm full-time working in the video game business, so, and the family and all that. I don't have time for too much. So anyways, nobody knew. Alright, so I got one person. I was like, oh, it would be cool, you know, like the idea of promoting your own brand, yourself as a brand. And I see those, you know, I see that everywhere. I mean, that's what social media is for the most part. It's like throwing yourself into this black hole. And, you know, I mean, the way it works is if you make something super cool and it goes around, then there you go. You know, you're off. But, yeah. So, what was my point here? Yeah, so I am going to make some fake advertisements, and I'm going to make some fake, like, branding. And anybody who sent me their stuff on Twitter or wherever, I'm going to put their name in the credits as having contributed to this project. So, let's take a look at what I've done so far. Maybe you'll find this amusing. Well, let's not get to that one yet. I'm going to talk about why that exciting image is on my... Yeah, so this one. So this was inspired by a friend. He said, oh man, you should do this thing. I saw it on Reddit or whatever, or at least this name on Reddit. And I'm like, all right, we're getting spicy. That's cool. That's cool. Let's do it. So we got Kink of the Hill, and this is like propane and propane accessories, and this is adult content. You know, here's my little skip ad button. It's not that adult. Listen, I mean, stuff you kids see on the internet these days. Jeez, man. And then I got like this one, which is kind of inspired by that PewDiePie thing that went around a while ago with, you know, his Twitch thoughts. And so what I did here is I just made a game streamer, sexy game streamer, and what that might look like in sort of a Victorian era. And I do all this stuff wicked fast, people, because I'm putting a ton of content into this, and I want it to look good, but I don't have time to polish every turd that comes out. So, and then here I did this talking Trump balloon a while ago, and I thought, well, let's reuse some stuff. So I'm actually ended up reusing this and a PewDiePie video I did a while ago. Oh, got punked out. So yeah, we got Trump talking, and he's giant baby balloon Trump 2024. A little mystery here why it says that. And then he's going to be the magistrate. He's running for magistrate of Artifice Indoctra. And I'm not going to tell you anything about that because it's a surprise. So, and then, yeah. So then you got that going on. So these are like the ads I was doing. And then I got people brainstorming here about what we should do. And one suggestion I got was this like slippy sauce, this ultra lubricating cream of sorts. And sorry, checking messages here. And so I started grabbing reference for that stuff. I was thinking it'd be fun to do maybe like Fork Night or Fork Fight, which would be like a spin-off of Fortnite, which is very popular. So I got like some Fork reference and some Fortnite reference here. Cool. I like the girl. I have not played Fortnite. I almost nearly got a job working on it 2 years ago, but I have yet to play it. I don't have time to play it right now. And yeah, Fortnite, yeah. The girl in the pink bear suit, I always find that to be like the iconic sort of image, and I wanted to get a sample of what the lettering looked like. And then we got like traveling to a distant location, like another planet, a beach planet maybe. and I was just pulling up reference of, you know, every time you see one of those vacation pamphlets, they inevitably put the beautiful woman in a bikini laying on the beach. And then this one I'm not going to talk about too much because I'm a little... But these are like cards for... Oops. I didn't want to jump the gun. These are cards for VR headsets. And I just wanted to get an idea of what that looked like, because I'm going to do something with it. Here's another one I made, which was dictator tots. It's all your favorite dictators, or, you know, tater tots with in the shape of all of your favorite dictators. There, see, words can come out of my mouth. It's not like I can't get words to come out of my mouth or something. Hey, badoo. And then there was another funny one. It was Olive Garden thing. So now I got to pull this up. Oh, sorry. Train of thought. As long as you have the internet open, your mind wanders. Yeah, Olive Grove, right. So there was an AI experiment where I think it was the Google AI just started like trying to come up with the perfect commercial, right? Just sifting through all this data and trying to come up with what would be the perfect commercial. And one of the lines from it, well, actually we kind of like smushed some lines together and we came up with "Don't worry, friend number 4, we've got your secret soup." So it basically took all these words from an Olive Garden commercial and tried to put them together in an appealing way, and that's what the AI came up with. So I thought it'd be funny to make sort of a fake advertisement for some restaurant run by an AI, perhaps. And am I missing anything? No. Oh yeah, and then Nestle Island. I thought it'd be fun to have Nestle Island, which is an island made entirely out of plastic bottles, but we'll change the name, of course, so that the giant megacorp Nestle doesn't have any reason to chase me down. So there we go. Oh, and this one was, yeah, okay, we did that one. All right, cool. So then we finally got Draco here, who volunteered his image to have me kind of like satirize it, or I want to take the concept that's sitting in front of me is kind of like a challenge, the name and this image, and try to make it into something. Like, I will tell you this, like, the world I'm working with is pretty much limitless. I can do whatever I want to. So I'm not like limited by this. Basically, this guy could be an orc. He could actually be a dragon. He could be any of these different things. So I think I'm going to do something like that. And I am going to start with that one in case he's watching and I don't want to keep anyone waiting, you know. So, and then of course, if you know anything about if you've been on the internet, I don't know if you've all seen it. There's this thing, it's called the internet. Do I want to do that? Draco, yeah, okay. And on the internet, there's this whole conspiracy theory about the Draco, which is the race of aliens that has essentially, well, maybe not enslaved humanity. There's all kinds of spins on it. They work with humanity, like the Illuminati, and all that kind of stuff. So, in essence, they end up with something, you know, kind of like that guy right there. So I'm going to take that as inspiration. I'm going to take basically the pose. Let me just type something real quick. All right. Yeah, right. I'm going to take the pose that I got from this. And this is actually kind of works perfectly because obviously you see the planet Earth and he's standing over it like some maniacal person who's going to rule the world. And he made his name Draco. So I don't know. Do we want to keep the? Yeah, we'll just keep the name even. So, what's the theme gonna be? Let's say you lived in a place where you had multiple. Whoa, smack! Where you had multiple worlds, right? So, maybe this person wants to rule one of those worlds. And his avatar appearance is that of a Draco. And man, I would just put it all together. What's an advertisement for? Now this is Photoshop. I bought into the whole Adobe Creative Cloud because I needed like half of the software for what I'm doing, or at least it's most convenient. Yeah, he's gonna rule the world. Maybe I don't need to think. Maybe I don't need to put any more real thought into that. Like he's trying to rule the world. I need like a tagline or like what's he selling? Oh, like watch me conquer, and then some name of a planet like Antares or something, right? So it's a live stream of this Draco trying to conquer a planet. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to just pull up my... And listen, here's how this works. I'm going to try to blow through a ton of these because I do not have a lot of time to spend making fancy paintings of everything I do. And all these images, by the time I'm done, are actually going to be quite small on the screen for a short amount of time. And so they don't need to be super high res. What I need is just the idea to read quickly from a distance. And if you remember, you know, looking at some of the other images I did, they were all, you know, they're all cartoony. They're easy to read. They're simplified drawings. So let's just block in what I'm going to do here real quick. Just using a basic brush and cartoony Draconis Prime. Right. So let's just put him in there. And I like my reference has this noble pose. So let's go ahead and keep that. I like that actually. That's cool. Which is going to keep him facing more towards me. He's got this junk happening down his head like this kind of, so I'm just going to amplify that. And I'll plop his eyes in here somewhere. And then they just have like these things, reptile nostrils, serious kind of face. Something along them lines. And let's just go ahead and make sure that's reading there. And then he's got his neck here. And the style I've been using is like this smaller body to neck ratio. So I want to make sure I at least am hinting at that. And then in this other image, I have for reference, he has his hands out like this, muahaha. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do like a crushing thing. I'm going to type to this dude as well because I don't know if he heard my reply. I take it for granted that everyone's actually listening. You know, you might not be listening. Alright. So I think I'm going to do more of a fisty thing. It's like, you know, maniacal fist in the air sort of thing. So I'm gonna have to kind of make that up. Let's see, it's over there, he's doing this. Would it be up that high? Yeah, probably. you know, something along them lines here. I'm probably gonna get whoop, there's my angry child. That's excellent. Such good timing to create a circus down here.
Cocoa Nibs Peanut.
Thank
Tell
you.
us which one you like better.
All right. Like I said, family obligations, man. But they just brought me chocolate. One of them's screaming for some reason, but they brought me chocolate, so I can't complain. Homemade chocolate. Homemade vegan chocolate. So then our world will be here, so you won't really see all that stuff happening. So something kind of like that. Since I'm going cartoony, I'll just give him some like shifty eyes, like this, you know, something along those lines. And what are some other they've got these cool, I mean, my reference has these cool deep cheekbones, which are defining, you know, where the pseudo nose rolls off. So maybe just do something kind of like that. And then they don't have eyebrows, but they have eye ridges, and it'd be fun to show that. Something there. And anything else? Just maybe some detailing along there. And this image shows them with very human-like eyes, but I'll just go ahead and give them creepy slit snake eyes. Maybe round that off there just a little bit. So I'm just blocking it in, just, you know, trying to think it through. Make sure things are kind of in the right place, at least. I'm not, you know, the best drawer in the world. That's not my specialty or anything, but I've been doing character rigging really for a long time now. Oops. Oh, I did that thing where I drew all this on the background because I was talking instead of thinking. So I got, like, if I want to erase, I got to use white, or, you know, it's alright. I made a new layer now. Fake it. Fake it till you make it. Oh, man, come on. Don't seize up. Here we go. Okay, something like that. What did I just do? There's my cheekbone. I wanted... That's right, I want to see this. Mass Effect had that character that looked kind of like this, right? Something along those lines, anyways. That's where their jaw is. And it's just not ridiculous enough. Let's make it a little more ridiculous. There we go. Something there. Then I'm just going to start, you know, kind of coloring it in. You are welcome, Anthony, for... It's not a bad deal, everybody. Photoshop, I mean, you know, if you have no money, it sucks. And I've been there. Kind of still there, honestly. Something's wrong with that pose. This is how you get to be a good drawer. You just do it. And oh yeah, man, I'm Mr. Tangent. Let's see. So yeah, Photoshop, the whole Adobe Creative Cloud thing is pretty cool. I mean, it's got everything. If you wanted to make an animation, like a full animated thing, I don't know, or if that's your deal on YouTube, is trying to make animated series or just lots of animations, it's cool software because with the Creative Cloud you get everything like that you need for video editing and compositing and all that kind of good stuff. and it's, I don't know, it's like, it is like $50 a month for the whole thing. It's kind of suck because you either get that or you get like a $9.99 a month deal, but then you only get one piece of software, and you can't really mix and match, you know. So I mean, you could, but well, I guess, yeah, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's not that suck. It kind of works out. Like if I wanted to get Premiere, Photoshop, After Effects, Adobe Character Animator, I mean, I'd end up spending $50 right there. Or if I just wanted a couple of them, I could do that. Sorry, I gotta play my music again. Alright. So, I'm taking too long again because I'm talking. I'll make a nice blue in here somewhere. Or maybe this is a world of fire and battle. Why does it have to be a blue world? Just because there's blue doesn't mean every world out there is going to go around just being all blue. You know. I'm taking too long on this one. I gotta speed it up. So, yeah. Jeez, it's like so like silly that I'm using that little tiny brush. Let's grab this one and just add some like variety. Yeah, it's just going to show up in the silhouette of the thing. It's going to be a relatively small image. Here they added this kind of like smear brush. I don't like smearing, but I am not talented, and using all of the different brushes is the way to go, and kind of learning how they work. But okay, I shouldn't say I'm not talented. I just haven't put in the time, like, to learn all the brushes and get comfortable that I could sit here and oh geez, kind of quickly put stuff together. Alright, so we're just kind of creating some a little bigger here. I need to go faster. I need a bigger brush. Some little globby, you know, land massy kind of things there. I'll just come around the edge of that with an eraser. And, you know, I could go on and try to make it look like there's some cloud cover and all this kind of crap, but I don't really have time for that. So I'll just come in here now, the slightly yellow color, and new layers are your friends. Just make new layers all the time, and then you don't have to worry about, you know, did I just draw over my junk or what? You know, and I'm just going to start throwing down general values. This might not be the way I'd go if it were like a long-term painting, but right now I just want to be quick and kind of get stuff in. So just feeling this out, trying to leave some markers so I know what my original intention was for the little details. Yeah. Real loose still. I'm not trying to be super precise. I got chocolate. Homemade chocolate. I'm going to try it. Here we go. That is fairly amazing. Wow, vegan chocolate. There's no cow milk in here. That's delicious. I'm kind of biased though. I think my taste buds have changed from doing the like vegan thing for so long. But still, You know what I want to do is cut out my world here real quick, so I don't accidentally draw over it. Let's put it on a new layer. It's another good reason for layers. I love layers. Where was I at with this? He's gonna be under that, so there we go. Do 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 do. Chill step. It's my favorite new drawing music. It's perfectly relaxing. What do y'all like to listen to? Or what do you two like to listen to? Do you draw? And when you draw, what do you like to listen to? Inquiring minds want to know. Alright, I'm really just filling this all in with the same color now. It's like I'm not even trying. Don't be lame. You're gonna lose all your details if you don't stop for a second. I'll probably just outline the thing for the most part. Because my style, listen to my train of thought, you know. Pause for a long time to draw. My style's been, you know, cartoony, obviously. I'm not trying to make an animated short with, you know, fully blown out things. So, I want to keep that style throughout everything as much as I can. Oops. I originally, like when I came up with the concept for the story I wanted to tell, I thought about using Maya and doing like the whole 3D route, and I thought, oh geez, I mean, I'm a terrible modeler. Like I can do all the technical stuff, which puts me in a position of happiness. There's a lot of artists out there who can't really, you know, do the technical stuff, and they're always kind of stuck at a certain point if they wanted to make a game or rig the character to animate or whatever. And I animate fairly well, but man, that's just a ton of work. And then I was thinking, okay, all the animation, how can I cut that down? I could try to use like face effects or some kind of auto lip sync thing. That was a huge cost investment. So I was just playing around and I found this Adobe character animator deal, and that seems like the way to go. Relatively cheap, and let's see, seems to work fairly well for my purposes. And I can do everything in 2D. But I have the same problem as a 3D artist as I do as a 2D artist, which is when I get to rendering texture and stuff, because I don't know. I think it's mainly I just get bored doing it. It's not really my thing. Trying to reproduce some realistic texture. And it's gotten easier over the years. I mean, a lot of that is, you know, so procedural now. It's not like when I tried it 15 years ago and, you know, you really literally had to sit down and paint everything. There was none of this substance. I mean, like really paint it. No substance painter or anything like that. It was a lot of work, man. It took a lot of different skills. Alright, I don't want to get too blarty with this shading junk. I gotta remember, like, time limitations here, folks. 1, 2, and then I start rushing and destroy the entire painting. Seems a little too dark for that particular thing I'm trying to do. Put a little on the underside there. Yeah. And then just maybe along these a little bit. And then some junk to show this here. Yeah. And then I wanted the super light version of this to do areas like this. And then like a little shine down the nose kind of thing. And then maybe oh, just a little, yeah, like that. That's what I want. And then of course up here along the brows, a little of that. I can touch some of these. Just trying to add something to define where my shapes are and push the silhouette and push the readability from a distance. So that's problem is once you start muddling with any kind of shading, at least for me, I get carried away. I want to, you know, like I don't like the way a lot of the brush strokes, you know, just the base brush looks. It's so obvious, I guess is what I'm looking for. Obvious that you're using a brush, a flat brush. There's no blending. I grew up with pencils and paper, man. That's what I drew on. Alright. Something like that. Let's give him some yellowy eyes. Yeah, something along those lines. Just filling a little of this junk over here. And then what am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, we're gonna throw in a background eventually. I'm gonna have to just crush this real quick. What? Cancel. What are you doing? I hit delete, didn't I? Ah, what am I doing? Delete. I hit delete. Okay. I don't even know what you're doing. Edit. Why are you doing these things to me? Oh my gosh, what have I done? That's kind of neat though. Background. What? I just want to edit. Clear. Right. You know what? I don't... Okay, we'll do this. Select my inverse. Cut it off of the background layer. Plop it down on there. Of course it moved it. Why did it move it? Yeah, there we go. I just wanted to get rid of that. Okay. So now that I got all that going on, a little bit of gray in here. Now that I got all that going on, I'm just going to bounce around this with an eraser real quick. Here, let's merge all these down. Merging the visibles. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to, you know, redefine my shapes a little bit before I try to make an outline around this thing. Alright, so then we'll just grab a good old trusty dark gray and our good trusty paintbrush again, Shrink it down a little bit. It should be on, yeah, okay. Pressure, so. And then just kind of cartoonify it some here. Boop-a-doo. This is the most fun. This is when you're, I don't know, for me, I like punching out the shapes and just saying, yeah. He's like that meme, that kid that is totally winning. Alright, and maybe here just a little bit to say, yeah, he's got these deep ridges. Definitely want to nail down the eyes, show that they're slit. Am I missing anybody? Oh yeah, you right there. That's reading okay. And schwazawaza. Oh, that was bad. I missed. Don't miss, man. You know. I don't know that I made the perfect hand or anything, but blah. We're gonna have to live with it. Hopefully it'll be small enough no one will notice. It's imperfections. I always just gotta think about like the 3D forms of things as you're drawing them. That's why really simplified styles are cool. I mean, you still gotta do it in there though. You still gotta think about like the form. You know, even if you're drawing like a chibi style thing, it's always there. All the complicated stuff is still in the simple drawing. It's just simplified. Cool, so there he is. Our Draconis Prime, ready to conquer the world. Oh gosh. I'm gonna get in there with my wee little brush. It always takes time to do things with a wee little brush. And then I end up making little pock marks in my painting, but that's okay. I'll fix them up a little bit there. Right. Not too bad. Then you need just some kind of background. I mean, really, you know, maybe he's in outer space. I have been mixing a lot of like real photos with my stuff. Let's just do. I'm not gonna do that there. Maybe I will. NASA has free photos because we pay for that stuff, man. That's my tax money. My tax money at work. Just something like a star field. That's pretty. I don't really want a big sun in the background. Oh my gosh. Just give me stars of some kind that I click on. Stars. How hard is it? It's not that hard. Okay. How big does this need to be? Oh, Google, let's use your filters. I also got peanut butter cup type chocolate. I'm trying to try that. That is also good. That's got crunchy peanuts in it. Lately I've been. Pull that behind. Like I said, this image is gonna This one looks cool. Ah, it's not bad. And you really end up seeing it kind of like this somewhere. And then now we got to fudge around just a little bit with the scale and everything, because we're going to need to put in, what did I decide? Join me as I, like, what is it going to be? Like, watch Draco conquer something or other. I'm overthinking it. Watch me conquer Antares, I think I said. Then you just try to make your titles look cool, you know. It's like trying to make your YouTube videos. Man, I cannot talk, draw, and eat chocolate at the same time. It's crazy. You know, your YouTube video covers. That was probably gross. I'm like, there. I like to make these things like try to fill up the screen a bit. Watch me conquer Antares, and then that looks boring. That's okay. And then we'll say something like, supposed to be P. Oh, why is my fat fingers? ESR, EST, Etsy, SDEST, Eastern Central Time. My goodness. Got my keyboard in my lap. I can't really reach it that well. Should probably be Fridays. You know, I mean, if the dude only has one stream ever, then either he's really good at conquering worlds, or people are just not into what he's doing. Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Central Time. And then just looking at the layout of this, I'm not real super fond of that, so let's just, still kind of lame. Like I would want to fill the spaces, you know. 7 p.m. Eastern Central Time. Make this a different color, like a nice white or dark gray or light gray, sorry, and then just blast that out. And then let's just grab our dude's name, which, yeah, right here, Draco Evolve, and then we'll just put like @Draco Evolve on there, and that'll be cool. Someone watches this short and actually picks up on the thing, you know, maybe they'll type that in and be like, hey yo. Plus I'm gonna put his name in the credits, so that should make it even better. So @Draco _ Evolve, and we can slap that down right in the center of the red planet. And then you know, they just do some stuff, layer styles or whatever, just a quick. And what do I really need? Some white. Almost overriding my red. Conquer Antares. And then layer style. At least Photoshop, I know where a lot of the stuff is. I want to take this sweet class on Photoshop scripting, because that's nerdy. Seems like you could do stuff though, like really fast, so that would be cool. So there you go. I don't know. I took like all of my time to make this one, so hooray for me. Draco. Groovy. I might have to actually pause the stream and come back just because I took all my time. Alright, let's do something simple. Or let's do girls in bikinis, because heyo, right? Am I right? But maybe it's not a girl. Maybe it's like a girl. Maybe it's a female Wookiee. That sounds like a lot of hair, but funny. Or maybe just some weird alien thing. Let's just make it some kind of weird. Let's go with it. Let's make it a weird alien thing. Let's start with the classic weird alien thing color. I'm gonna make a new layer right off the bat because I learned my lesson. I think I might bust this one out, and then I'm gonna continue drawing tonight, so I'll start the stream up again. But I gotta go for a sec and take care of some things. So here is where the figure drawing comes into place. Now my heads in this animation have been traditionally larger than the bodies, though. I'm messing with the proportions a lot. My legs have been smaller. You know, I might as well push like the scale of things here and there. Like give her a big butt. I'm just basically saying, just give her a big butt. Let's see. And she's got her palm, and she looks so relaxed in my reference image, like truly natural, naturally relaxed. That's sarcasm. She doesn't. She looks like very forced. That's okay. And then my legs have been kind of tapery and smaller. So I don't know, I'm just gonna play around with the different just messing with the scale of different elements of my body. Stop and talk, man. This one is already played through. I need to find some different music. Tape machines, no sugar. Poolside disco. Anybody? Poolside disco? I'm using epidemic music. These people should all be paying me for how much I plug them. Sounds would be. I've done that one. It wasn't too bad. Let's do that. Alright. Reference person. Where did I put you? Okay. And then Oh, so natural, your pose, miss. This happens all the time in real life. Just the right amount of sand, like, dappled across your body. I always get the sand in my shorts, right? Who's with me? It always ends up in these uncomfortable places. And I burn easy. It's hot on the beach. I'm just not a fan. When I was a younger person, now I'm a cranky old man, and so I don't care too much about the beach. It's still quite like to look at the ocean. So there we go. We got all that going on. And what if we just gave her some like goofy, was it Greedo or something? Greedo antennae things. And you know, she can keep the bikini there. Yeah, I did do some figure drawing in college. I actually studied animation in college. I never learned like to do what I actually do for a living in college. I was just a sucker, and I'm like, yeah, I'll learn how to do that in the workplace, and I did. Now I can. Her shoulder in this image is just super chiseled. She is swole. There we go. That's where that's supposed to all be. More up there. Getting a little lost here. Okay. There we go. So she's got funny antenna. Maybe we'll just give her like shorter beep boppity hair, little bob kind of thing going on, and that, you know, that'll let me cover up the fingers that I don't want to draw because it takes too long to draw nice little fingers. I like drawing. I don't mind drawing the fingers, but it's so easy to goof them up. And then yeah, we'll cartoonify that a little bit, you know. Something like that. That's kind of silly. And I gotta find her where her neck would be. And then maybe we'll just do kind of like these spotty shapes just to add some interest. It's like she's a alien bovine or something. Dalmatian perhaps. Some stuff across there like that. I'm sure this copy is from something, but everything's a copy anymore. It's just taking an idea and expanding upon it. I guess the hair should actually be something. I did something really weird with like where the eyes are. There we go. It's because I have my elongated head style I'm trying to do. And then this, like the spots, I like the way these two kind of colors look together. You know. So just pop those in there. What color for the bikini? Anybody? Anybody? No? Bright orange maybe? What if like aliens can see colors we can't? I think there's like, I think animals, some animals see colors we can't. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my butt. I don't really know that for a fact or anything. But you know, I mean, man, the way some animals see, it's not with their eyes. You know, my dogs, they see mostly with their nose. There's all kinds of weird sight out there, like a hawk's ability to just zoom in on an object like 1,000 feet below. It's really cool stuff. So if she's got orange hair, what is that funky? We need like this funky orangish, pinkish, salmon almost color. A little more red. Yeah, like this. I wasn't gonna give her hair, or I'm sorry, ears, because she's got these big antennae. Not that anyone will ever even see that from like how small this image is going to be, but I can probably literally just fill her face in for the most part here and kind of dabble at some hinting of some colors. And then the bikini part, we'll make it super orangey orange. Make it pop. Might end up putting some stripes or something on it, but you know, she's got all that patterning on her body. I don't want to take forever to do this. I think I got a little too big right there, but that's okay. I did something weird. It's supposed to wrap around. Now, I'll fix that up in just a moment. Something like that. I don't want to lose all of my lines here, so I'm just going to get a little bit lighter again. I guess I'll be able to figure them out again. I don't know. And what is this actually doing? It actually like kind of does something more like that, and then comes around and does this a little more, which goofs up my spot. Just fix that up. And at some point I might actually just commit to putting my lines down here so I don't lose everything. Let's make that time now. And we'll hint that, you know, there's something happening to fingers there. Show off the elbow there a little bit. And kind of rip-a-doo. There. Let's make little goofy references to the toes here. I'm not gonna dive in there and try to nail down all the details. This looks like little giraffes popping up off her head. Excuse me, miss, I believe you have giraffes on your head. That's what all that does. She's so happy to be on the beach. I mean, most people would be. Just not weirdos like me who like fry on a beach. Alright. Getting all that in. Just kind of a little bit of outlininess to our thing there. And then we need to just finish off with all the coloring. And here is where I'll just make a new layer. And I'll slide that under the other one. And this way I'm not really in danger of messing up my lines or my blues. And I can just go nuts here. Anyway, I'm going to need a line to define like the heel of the foot and junk. Otherwise it's going to look really kind of weird. Something like that. Hands and feet are hard. Alright, give me a break. So, yeah, that's right. I can go crazy. I can go crazy. And then I guess I will do a little bit of tonal differences here, and then we'll just take this and kind of mute it, and just to sell the forms a little more. Oops, why am I not? Oh, okay, that's why. There, and then I didn't quite get that right, did I? This is supposed to be more like that. That's a weird, oops, that's not really what I wanted. And then it kind of gets, you know, darker. Oh, jeez, man. Darker under there. Yeah. Kind of goofed that up. That's alright. I think it reads just fine, especially for how small it's going to end up being. You know, I use that excuse a lot, right? Just want to show a little bit of, just a little bit of depth. So you know what's going on here. It was oranges. I'll just drop the pink down quite a bit. Yeah, something like that. It's probably good enough, because really, again, that's kind of where we're going to see it from. So, and then it's cool. Let's do like a beach. And for this, I am gonna super cheat. I mean, I don't have time to go drawing sandy beaches all night. But it's the perspective of the thing that I don't want to mess up too bad. Oh, come on. Whoa! Hey now. It's like, what am I actually seeing in this image here? Because what I thought would be cool is if the beach literally, like, I could just use that same you know, star image again. What if sand wasn't even like sandy colored in this planet? Alright, we don't have time to think about those things though. Filter, I'll just throw a quick noise on this. Check a chow. And then here, this is fun. We can just recycle the bejeezers out of things. Like, what if this planet was actually off there? It's floating in outer space, weirdly scaled. And then one more new layer on top of that. And this one will actually make a nice I'm just completely making stuff up now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not even gonna try to like replicate ocean waves or anything. I just want to give like something interesting to look at. Ah, God, I don't know. All that I want something weird. Um, you know, I think the way this is actually working in this image, I'm not showing that depth though. I'm not going to be able to show that depth. Crud. What am I going to do? Alright, this might be a failed experiment. Oh, well, half of my talent. I don't know, you just keep at it, man. I'm an old dude, I've been at it forever. Alright, scrap the whole planet idea. It's garbage. It could almost be a rock on the beach kind of thing, but it's just too complicated. I don't have time to spend like forever on these things. I mean, I could probably sit down and draw rocks and little crabs and ocean waves and all that. What is the name of this planet? Get away to ergonomic, I don't know, ergonoma 16. Like I said, they're all going to be so small. I don't even know why I'm putting like half of this effort into it, honestly. And then some stupid font that just says I am exotic. I am relaxing and exotic. 15. Now I don't get bold out of that. Well, okay, yeah. I mean, that's not going to fly, right? What colors? So, again, I'll repeat colors a lot. That font is stupid. I think that's like a lasso or some stupid... Yeah, we'll make it classy, like Ergonoma 16. God, this is dumb. We'll just clip that out of there and put it on a new text so I can mess around with it. Get away to... Alright. You know, some of these are just going to have to be bad. Titties. Yeah, I mean, that's just what you do. You say, oh, you want to call the planet titties? You gotta make it funny somehow, at least, like Tata, or what do we all say now? Boob, like B-E-W-D. Bubdar. Get away too, and then I want this to... I don't want to put too many fonts in. Well, it'll be something interesting at least. Boo. I can't even do it anymore. Boob. It's like I don't know how to be on the internet. Boobdar 16. Well, if I put 16 down, then epsilon A or some crap like that. I don't know, man. There we go. Boobdar epsilon A. And then this needs like a... I feel like this needs a drop shadow, am I right? I feel like a drop shadow is appropriate here. Yeah. And then the other texts can be layer style, outer glow. Oh, so magical. And then, you know, our person here will even put like a little. Now here's a neat trick. We'll just duplicate. We'll actually merge this layer down real quick. Duplicate that layer. Duplicate the layer. Duplicate the layer. And select the pixels. And select the light kind of grayish color. Hey man, you know what? I'm fine with it. It's like I don't want to be too I don't want everything I do for this show to be like boobs. But it's funny. It's just funny. It's funny and people generally like them. So you know. Let's see. You can just kind of like cheat a crappy shadow, you know, out of it like this. Just duplicating the layer, and then, you know, like you wouldn't have a shadow there, but behind her you would. And then if you want to, you can even do something just like not overlay. Add. Wait, that's only in After Effects, I think. There we go, like a nice hard light. And it's not super exciting, but let's just call it done. And we'll call it Boobdar. Oh, Udar. We'll call it, I can't type with my hands down here. Boobdar. Boobdar. Okay. So that one is, yeah, that's all done. We got Draco, we got Boobdar. Let's do more. But, you know, like I said, I gotta just take a quick break. Sorry. I think maybe next I'm gonna do Fork Night. Let's do Fork Night. Let's do it. It'll be funny. But I'm gonna take a short break. I'll bring the stream up again in about 15 minutes, I believe. Cool. Thanks for joining me so far. So yeah, swing on back if you want to. We're gonna do Fork Night, and I can get a little louder because my family is departed. They're done with the evening, so I won't have to worry about them anymore. Stay a little more focused on drawing. All right, be back shortly.